hope you're having a good week. So, this week I've been reflecting quite a lot. I think what I'm observing is that there are a lot of people that are carrying a lot of pain and grief and disappointment, especially pain, like, hey, people are hurting, and hurting on probably things that the other person who had them that is not even aware that they actually had them. You know how it is. And we don't forgive easy. We know as people, we want to know, why must I forgive you, when even if we are told that when you forgive, you do it for yourself, but we still find it difficult anyway to forgive. So a lot of people are hurting. A lot. I'm hurting. There's a lot of people that are hurting. You're hurting about your past. You're hurting about your present, about your future, even things that haven't even come to pass. But we are hurting. We are angry at our parents. We are for not being the parents that we needed them to be or expected them to be, or for the decisions that they made. And doesn't matter the context. We are hurting because of our grandparents, our siblings, our teachers. We are just hurting. The problem is that the next person may not know really that what they've done or what they did actually hurt you that bad, and that you are carrying it over for so long, even into your adult life. So I was thinking mostly about parents, and I think what came, or maybe the examples that I came across this week, were mostly about parents and their children, right? And I feel that as children, let me put it that way, as a child, as children, we are not aware of how much we hurt our parents, or we are aware, but we don't expect them to be hurt, or we are aware, we expect them to be hurt, or we expect them to get over it, or we I don't know which one it is really. But I've realized that the parents are hurting because of us children, the things we say to them, what we do, how we speak about them, anything. And I think as kids we do it, I don't know, unknowingly, but I think we do it because we expect that this is my parent and they must understand where I'm coming from, and they must be able to forgive me easily. So seemingly I've learned now with these encounters in this week that that's not the case. Some parents feel very hurt, but they won't tell their kids that what you did hurt me or whatnot. I mean, we're not perfect children. Children are not perfect. I mean, you grow up, you make so many mistakes, you break so many of your parents' rules, you get to a stage where it's adolescent, you talk back, you say hurtful things to your parents, and we expect that because nearly stagey, then things must just be understood and we must just forgive and forget. I'm coming to realize and to learn that that's not the case, where parents have forgotten the hurtful things you have said to them or the things you've done. So we know as children that we've not been the best kids. Even now, when in our adulthood, and maybe your parents are older, the way we just interact or expect them to be, it's not really the right way, probably. So I'm wondering if we believe that our parents deserve an apology, if you believe that your parent at least deserves a I'm sorry about this or that, or for saying this and that. Because in your time now, in your age, you should be able to know where you've gone wrong, what you've done. And I think some of the things you think about and you cringe yourself. But because it's your mom and they still love you, and they still, or your dad, and they still give you a hug and all of that, we think everything has gone past. But guys, it still stings. I think some parents are still holding on and are still sad and have, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think we know. I know my life. I know where I may have not been the best of the best, even if I wasn't a naughty child, but I was also not, uh, it's not like I was perfect child. So I believe that my mother deserves an apology from me. And yeah, I don't know where I may have hurt her the most, and she deserves the conversation as well. But I also know probably where I was like, hey, yeah, girl, there, I. So I think that would go a long way. That will go a long way in healing our parents and in giving them just that love back. So that's where I am, and it's quite sad to see. I think as an adult, and even at work, you interact with other parents, different ages, even people who are older than you, and in different places, man. Because you're older, we talk now, and you can still see the pain and whatever to say. Oh, one day I remember my child said this to me. I remember my child did this to me. It broke my heart and all of that. And I'm thinking, but does your child know this? And they're like, no, I never told them or anything. So I think we can use our own wisdom to think about it and do the right thing. So I don't know. Do you think your parent deserves an apology from you?